there, it's Pete Thorn. Welcome to my studio. Hey, I did that whole track at the beginning of the video using this RK5 Richie Kotzen signature Flyrig from Tech 21 for all the distortion and delay and reverb sounds. Now, recently I did a demo of one of the other Tech 21 Flyrig pedals because they make a few different versions of this. And for that video, what I did was actually plug the Flyrig right into my recording interface, and I used it as a direct device, mainly I think for all the tracks in that video. Because the really cool thing about these pedals is you can use them like a pedal into an amplifier, but you can also use them direct into a PA or recording interface. They have the terrific classic Sans Amp amplifier and cabinet simulation built into them right here in this section. But, as I just said, you can also use it right into an amplifier and use it for effects like distortion and boost and delay and reverb and all that kind of good stuff. So, because I already did another video where I used it as a direct device, I thought in this video what I'll do is kind of use this pedal, and it's sort of in honor of Richie because this is what he does live, I do believe. He runs this thing right into an amplifier set clean, and then he uses the signature, I should mention the distortion section in this pedal, the OMG or oh my god section is Richie's signature distortion sound. Sounds much different than the distortion on the other Flyrig that I demoed. So yeah, he tweaked it, and I see him spend some good time doing that to get his distortion sound. It does sound really good running right into my clean channel on my PT100 amp. So what are we going to do here? Well, basically what I want to do first up is just describe the different sections here. You've got a delay over here. The delay's got a tap tempo, and it's also got a drift control, so you can get some modulation going. It sounds like basically like a clean digital delay with the ability to add some modulation. Then you've got the Sans Amp section here, a Sans Amp section. This is like the amplifier modeling section. You've got a level control and a drive control, bass, middle, and treble controls, and then a reverb. Okay, so you can engage this and actually just get some reverb going even through your guitar amplifier. And then you've got the OMG signature Richie Kotzen section here, which is level control, tone control, drive control, so sort of like all the basic controls you would find on a distortion pedal. And then you've got a separate boost here that you can turn on and off independently, so that's really nice, so that you can kind of kick the front end of the drive section and get it really saturated with lots of sustain and drive and that kind of thing. So what I want to do right now is kind of run you through, I'm going to play you first up just what my amp core tone sounds like, and then I want to slowly turn on all the different sections here in this pedal so you can hear what each of them sound like and what each of them kind of do to the tone. After that, I'm going to solo some of the parts from the song at the beginning of the video outside of the mix so you can hear what they sound like. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm running my Pete Thorn signature guitar here into my Polytune tuner, coming out of the tuner into the RK5 pedal. I got everything bypassed right now. I'm coming out of the pedal into my PT100 amp. I'm on the clean channel, and here's the sound. Okay, so just real straight up clean. That's the sound that I used for all the parts in the song at the beginning of the video, and then I would just add the different sections of the RK5 Flyrig in to get the different tones in that song. So first up, let's look at the amp section here, the Sans Amp section. So when you use this pedal direct into a DI or into a console or whatever, you can engage this and it's going to give you amp simulation, but somehow through some feat of magic, you can set it flat and turn it on, and it doesn't affect the tone really at all going into the front end of the amplifier. That's what I'm finding. So if I just turn it on right now, maybe sounds ever so slightly different because it's got an EQ on there, but I mean it's really, really close. I basically set it sort of, you know, pretty close to as flat as I can get it. I've got the drive turned down on the amp so it stays nice and clean. But the one thing that you'll notice is that I'm adding reverb. Okay, so there's a reverb in the Sans Amp section there. Okay, and I noticed that's how Richie uses it live when he's running into an amplifier and setting an amp clean. He'll engage this and just use the reverb portion and try and kind of set it up as flat as possible, I guess. So that worked out well for the clean sounds that started off the song at the beginning of the video. Had a little bit of the reverb mixed in there, and then I used some delay. So let's check out the delay now. I'm going to turn that on. Okay, really cool, kind of a straight up digital delay. I've got the drift control, which will add some modulation, turned down pretty low right now. I'm going to turn it up. Okay, so you can get a nice sort of subtle chorus effect going there. Anything above about 2 o'clock on the drift control, I find it gets a little bit seasick. Right, you can hear the slow kind of, it's kind of like a medium rate, and then this really controls the depth, I guess, is the thing with the drift control. Turning it down to about halfway, this will be kind of the sound that I used for the clean parts in the song at the beginning of the video. Okay, so really nice. That sounds really cool. And then there's a tap tempo here. You know, if you want to set the tempo, the delay, I've just left it to what I had it set for the song at the beginning of the video. Okay, so you can hear there's tons of drive and sustain on tap there. I've actually got the boost knob and the drive knob in the OMG section here set at about halfway, so there's tons more gain if you need it. I don't feel like I need it, so yeah. I'm going to turn on the delay now. Okay, let's check out some of the parts from the song at the beginning of the video now, soloed outside of the mix. Thanks for watching my video on the Tech 21 RK5 Richie Kotzen Signature Flyrig pedal. I can't overstate enough that it's really cool that you can use this as a direct device as well, straight into a PA or into a recording interface. Terrific for you know, hotel room jams or a late night jamming or anything like that. Really, really cool to be able to have a cool, simple, direct device. And of course, it's the ultimate backup as well. If your amp goes down at a gig or something like that, you can plug this thing right into the PA and the show goes on. And then, of course, doubles as a terrific effect device running into a traditional guitar amplifier. Really, really cool. Check it out further at the links you see down there in the video description below. And hey, please hit subscribe. Come back and see me for more videos real soon. I am Pete Thorn. Over and out.